from within.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Carlson now to kick this one away. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A look now at the Miami offense.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft in 2016. Ended up writing down a description that I tended to like, and I'm going to use it here now. He's got feet like a receiver. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Check, 47.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. his first catch, good for 9 and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Carr now on 1st down. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they... Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. One play action, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. On the left side, this is Stills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Carr gives to Richard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Check, 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 check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This is Richard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding?"
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. On second down, Richard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get that back to Allen. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Right there. 54 miles. I know he ain't got it.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. On 2nd and 9, Carr over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Luke Wilson, 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Raiders are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Stills. 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second and inches, Carr, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards in every single game in an NFL season. So that's not just talent. That's durability. That's dependability. That's a guy who really wants to play each and every week.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he completes it to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On the run, it's Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Watch the run.
On first down, Drake. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, second down. From the 44, Fitzpatrick. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw on third down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Here we go.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. That is caught inside the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw his Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken at the 46. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, first and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And his pass incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Check back, check back.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a third and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Mike 20! Mike 4. Hey, tight, tight!
First down, Fitzpatrick. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Who that?
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And Stills over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fitzpatrick again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Maurice Hurst, his 2nd sack of the night. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff to Richard. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Left side is Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.